Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Good morning and welcome to deadline day. That is what the main message of this video is, because today is deadline day and you're not just possibly getting a double upload today, you could be getting a triple upload. Yes, I didn't give you guys a double upload yesterday, I didn't have the time in the end. I thought I was going to, but I had things pop up. So I was like, you know what, tomorrow's deadline day. I'm going to keep the YTF army, the YDL army as some of you like to call it, updated with the latest in regards to Chelsea and any other blockbuster news that may come out. There's obviously eyes on Mbappe, even though now it's looking like that's not going to happen, but we'll see. Deadline day is exactly what it says on the tin. You never know what's going to happen. You never know. So what I'm giving to you now is an update this morning. I'll give you an afternoon update if anything does arises or if anything happens, and then after the window shuts, we will do a roundup. Obviously, if anything happens that's blockbuster before then, I will drop a video for you there. So you could be getting 3, maybe 4, if things really get crazy, videos today. So, you know, the more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. Anyway, let's get into the latest, because a few of you want to know exactly what I have to say and how I feel about a few certain deals. Right now, we haven't got Kounde or Saul over the line, and it's deadline day. So a few of you are worried, and rightly so. I hear your concerns. I hear your pleas on socials. I've seen you guys in my comments here. I've seen you on my Twitter. I've seen you everywhere going, Younes, oh my God, no, we're not buying anyone. We're not getting anyone. This is going to be horrible. This is a horrible window. I'm here to rest assured. Yeah, I'm here to keep you guys in check and to keep you guys calm. Relax. There are still 12 hours of the transfer window to go. Deadline day, anything can happen. You saw the way that Man United got a deal done for Ronaldo. It happened in a matter of hours. They went from not interested to, yeah, we've agreed a deal in hours. And that is exactly what it's like on deadline day. Why? Because clubs have to move. And not just buyers, but sellers have to move. It all has to be done quick because time's ticking. So let's get into the latest in terms of what we know in regards to Kounde, in regards to Saul. And I'll give you a little opinion on Hudson-Odoi because he's involved. So let's get into this. Starting off with Kounde. From Nizar Kinsella, this was posted yesterday night, saying Sevilla are playing hardball with Chelsea, demanding bare minimum 65 million euros for Jules Kounde. 50 million euro offer annoyed them. They also need to sign 2 centre-backs if he goes. Similarly, Atletico Madrid want a pathway to earn 40 million euros from loaning Saul out. And then Nizar went on to say, Chelsea haven't given up on Saul. It goes to the final day. Now, in regards to Kounde, we now know that the valuations in between the two clubs, when you think about it, isn't that much. We have a valuation difference and a margin of around £12 million. If both parties can come and meet somewhere in the middle, surely it will happen. But obviously, Sevilla have their own interests. They want to try and see if there's going to be a replacement coming in. They want to try and see if they can bring cover. It's not just about money. It's about having specific amount of defenders at the club and not just letting your best players go out of the club without replacing them. So that's the whole thing. And that seems to be what the modern day concept of transfers are now. Before, that wasn't like that. Before, it wasn't a thing of, oh, hang on, we got to get a replacement. Yeah. No, it was, look, we want this much money. Are you going to pay this much money? If you are, great. If you're not, get out, right? And that's how it seemed to be before. But now it seems to be a case of not just the money, but we want to make sure we have a replacement in check first. And there's just so many flipping formalities that clubs have to go through. So let's get into the latest in terms of this morning and what is happening. This is from Simon Phillips and Dan McCarthy. Check this out. Sevilla are waiting on incomings. Expect updates on Jules Kounde in the next 3 hours on whether possible or not. So that's a big indication. And Dan McCarthy specifically is very reliable, nowadays at least. He started off and he had a little bit of question marks from a few people. I trusted him fully, and he's pulled through, and he's made sure that he's proven to people that he knows what he's talking about. And him alongside Simon Phillips do a wonderful thing on Cy Phillips Talks Chelsea as well. They have a podcast together, so do check it out. But they've come out and said in the next few hours we will know. We will know whether Chelsea are really pursuing. And I think they are going to. If you're asking me my honest opinion, we wouldn't let go of Zuma just for the sake of it without having that replacement in check. And I do believe Kounde It will happen. I think it will happen. And even if it's not this window, I think we'll have something prepped for January. But I think a deal will happen. Well, that's my gut feeling. That's just my personal opinion. It's not based on any source, right? No barbecue, mayonnaise, ketchup, none of that. My personal opinion. I reckon we will get a deal done. For Saul, though, bit of a sticky situation. Different one. Anyway, let's check in relation to another person who's come out and spoken this morning. Check this out. It could be a very busy day for Chelsea as the club remain in talks with Sevilla for Jules Kounde and will engage again today for Saul Niguez. The Blues want both deals to happen, and that comes from Graham Bailey. And this is exactly what I'm thinking now. The fact that it is a matter of 12 hours, and at the recording of this video, 12 hours exactly to go of the transfer window. I would like to think that Chelsea are going to go in for both, going to try and make it happen. And anything can happen at any moment of given time. Simple as that. And I think, as I've said, with Kounde, it's a small margin. Surely, there's an agreement there in terms of bringing both parties to a compromise. Chelsea, Sevilla, meet in the middle. And it's not that much. So that's why I'm confident. I'm confident we will find something, some sort of an agreement with Kounde. For Saul, though, I know that the main thing apparently seems to be that Atletico want an assurance of money. Not just the fact that they're sending him on loan, but they want something stuck in there where a possible transfer is done sometime down the line, but also a replacement for them as well. This is what I'm saying. It seems to be a transfer of replacements now, and that's just what it is in terms of modern day football. Clubs want assurances, not just money, but cover. And that leads me on to my next one. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Let's check the latest on Callum Hudson-Odoi, because this one, some Chelsea fans are seeing it as a little bit sticky and a little bit, I don't want to say toxic, it's not toxic, but some Chelsea fans want him to stay, some want him to go, some think it's best for him to go, some think it's best for him to stay. Check this out. Callum Hudson-Odoi is likely to remain at Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel wants him to stay and fight for his place in the first team. And in terms of this morning, it seems like that Callum Hudson-Odoi is open to a move to Borussia Dortmund, because Borussia Dortmund are the ones interested in signing him on loan. But Chelsea apparently are a little bit hesitant of just letting him go without, one, finding a replacement, again, just as I've said before, and two, the fact that Callum Hudson-Odoi is wanted by Thomas Tuchel to remain at the club and fight for his place at Chelsea rather than go out on loan. Now, what do I think about Callum Hudson-Odoi? Would a loan move be good for him? Absolutely. For him, absolutely. It would be the best thing for him, because he would get minutes. He would be playing regularly. He would be developing, and that is what I think everyone wants. In terms of Chelsea, though, you got to look at it and, not just look at it from one point of view. You got to look at it from the club's point of view too. In terms of him playing in that front line, if we're talking in terms of alongside the striker, as a left wing forward or a right wing forward, we're covered. We're covered. If Hudson-Odoi goes out on loan, we are covered. We're good. We actually don't necessarily need Callum Hudson-Odoi when it comes to that position. What I feel like Chelsea are hesitant about, because Thomas Tuchel's used him in this role before, are the wing-back positions. The wing-back positions. Yes, on the left-hand side, we've got cover in terms of Chilwell and Marcos Alonso. On right wing-back, we've got Reece James, we've got Azpilicueta, but that's where the question mark is. Yes, Azpilicueta can do a job, but if something happens to Reece James, like we saw against Liverpool where he got sent off, and he's only missing one game, he's not missing 3. But say if that sort of thing happens again, he gets sent off, or he gets injured, we've only got Azpilicueta that can play in that right wing-back role. We've only got him. And yes, you can bring in a Chalobah, for example, to play right centre-back and fill in. We've got defenders there that can come in and play. If Kounde does come to the club, then boom, we've got cover there. Absolutely, we're sorted. But Callum Hudson-Odoi does provide another option in that right wing-back role. Now, if we are certain in ourselves that we're good when we're happy with Reece James and with Azpilicueta occupying the right wing-back role, then cool, send Hudson-Odoi on loan. Absolutely send him on loan, because that would be best for him. But if we are concerned, then I can understand why Thomas Tuchel wants him to stay. I can understand why Chelsea are hesitant to let him go, because you never know what can happen in a season. And this brings me to the point of the midfielders. Yes, we've got Kante, Jorginho and Kovacic, but if something happens to them, with them 3, we're fine. For the season, we're fine. But if something happens to one of them, we're in trouble. All of a sudden, we're in a sticky patch. We're in, really turbulent waters, and we don't know what's going to happen. That's the thing that you have to analyze. It's a risk evaluation. It's a risk assessment. You need to be able to take that into consideration. With Hudson-Odoi, I feel like that's the hesitancy. If it wasn't for that, I think he'd be on loan already. So we'll wait and see. Callum's open to the move. Chelsea want to keep him at the moment. If Chelsea do end up with an option for an alternative or an option for another backup, I think they'll happily let Hudson-Odoi go out on loan, because right now, let's be honest, he's not getting minutes. And especially in terms of playing in that forward line, I don't think he's got a chance there. Let's be honest. We've got so many forwards in terms of players that can play there. It's so oversaturated. And he's not he's not up there in the pecking order. He's quite down there in terms of the list of the forward players that we have at the club and who's going to play. I feel like the hesitancy is just that right wing back role. Or possibly left wing back role, whoever, whatever side he feels comfortable on. But the way that Thomas Tuchel has used him at Chelsea is predominantly in a wing back role. So I feel like that's where the hesitancy is. We'll wait and see though. We'll wait and see as the day plays out. But what I do want to say, and how I want to end this video as I give you an update later this afternoon, is, stay in check. Don't panic. Be patient. Things can change like that on deadline day. My honest analysis is, if we get to about 6 p.m, 7 p.m, and we haven't heard anything, that's where you can begin to get a little bit worried. Because to try and get a whole deal done in a matter of 3-4 hours gets a little bit dodgy at that point. So I reckon leave it for the next 8 hours, 7-8 hours. If we don't hear a word by then yeah, it looks like we're getting no one. So that's going to be, how I see it today. I will give you an update later this afternoon, though. If anything arises and it's breaking, you'll hear it here first. And then I will see you all later on. So get ready for the content to be pumped out today. Probably 2, if not 3 videos to be released for you guys today. If something really dramatic happens minute by minute, you'll be getting more. So it's going to be a good day. I hope all of you are strapped in, put your seatbelts on, and let's get it going. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this, and I will see you in a little bit for update number 2. Have a good one. Enjoy your morning. See you later on. Take care and peace.